this class, you're going to need a Pilates ball and a yoga block, and just place them to one side for now. We're actually going to start off in a child's pose. So you're going to come down into a child's pose, and you can have your knees wide or your knees closer together. So see what works for you. And you're going to stretch your arms out in front of you and just place your forehead down onto the floor. And you're just going to take a couple of moments just to settle here in this position. So just arriving on your mat, arriving in your body, and just noticing the breath in this position. How's the breath feeling? How's your breathing today? Is it full? Is it shallow? Is the inhale longer than the exhale, or is the exhale longer than the inhale? So just observing. And then you're just going to start to come into your lateral breathing. So breathing all the way around the ribs. And then exhaling through the mouth. And you might notice that your rib cage expands onto your thighs. So using the feedback of the thighs to help the ribs expand. And really breathing into the back of the ribs. And then noticing if you can feel any sensation down in the pelvic floor as you breathe into the back of the ribs. Do you feel any expansion or lengthening of the pelvic floor muscles as you inhale? And as you exhale, can you feel any drawing in of the sit bones at all? So just noticing. And really breathing into the back of the rib cage. And then you're going to take your right hand off the mat and bring your left hand to meet it on top. And then you're going to breathe from your armpit all the way down to your hip. So you're taking a big breath into that left hand side. So you're like doing a side stretch. And just sending the breath to that side of the body. So we're just warming up the breathing muscles, the intercostal muscles, before we begin our apneas. And then bring the hands back to center. Walk the left hand off the mat and bring the right hand on top of the left hand. And then place your head in between your arms. And you'll feel a nice stretch all the way down the right hand side. And really sending the breath to that area of the body. So nice big breath. And just making your exhale twice as long as your inhale. And then bringing the hands back to center, grab your Pilates ball and you're going to just place it in front of your belly, and then you're going to forward fold over the Pilates ball. And then you're going to take some big breaths into the front, into the back and into the sides. Feeling the ribs expanding onto the Pilates ball. Really breathing into the back of the ribs. Really nice. And then removing that ball. And then we're just going to come up onto all fours, and then you're going to step your right leg in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. And we're just going to rock forwards and then backwards. And as you come back, you want to extend that right leg. Straighten out that right leg. We're going to come forwards, inhale, and then come back as we exhale. And back as we exhale, straightening up the leg. Now we're going to come forwards and we're going to inhale to come back. So inhale, come back, and exhale, come forwards. Nice. And then coming back, we're going to come on the other side. So we're going to come onto the left side now. Left foot forward through the hands. And we're going to come forwards and backwards. So inhale to come forwards. And we're going to exhale to come back. Inhale forwards. Exhale to come back. One more with this breath technique. And then we're going to change the direction of the breath with the movement. So we're going to inhale to come back. Exhale to come forwards. Inhale to come back. And exhale to come forwards. Lovely. And then you're going to step that back knee in slightly. You're going to come into a 90 angle with a slight angle of the back leg, but your front leg wants to be at a 90-degree angle. We're going to then bring the hands out to the side, thumb down to the earth, bring the arms around that big beach ball, and we've got a slight incline of the upper body. And then we're going to inhale and do our hypopressives breathing and our apnea. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs expand. And exhaling slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs expanding. And exhaling softly and slowly, crown of the head reaches up. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale, lengthening through the spine. Hold your breath out. Pause and slowly open your ribs here. Lovely. Breathing in when you're ready. We're going to tuck the toe under at the back now. And we're going to do 2 breaths in an apnea. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs. And exhaling slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs. And exhaling softly and slowly. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, slowly open the ribs. Holding it here. Breathing in when you're ready. Nice. Frame the hands around that front foot. We're going to step that front foot back and we're going to step forward with the right foot. 90-degree angle with that front leg. That back leg at a slight angle and then the torso at a slight angle. So you've got a nice line going all the way up from the knee, up the spine and the back of the head. We'll have foot flat on the floor to begin with. Bring the hands into our first arm position. And let's bring them up into second. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs expand. And exhaling slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs. And exhaling softly and slowly. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Slowly open the ribs. Lovely. Holding it here for as long as you can. Breathing in when you're ready. Tuck the toe under. Notice if you can feel the muscle chain activate through the legs into the pelvic floor and the deep core. And we're going to do 2 breaths in an apnea. When you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs. And exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale slowly through the mouth, lengthening through the spine. Hold the breath out. Pause, open the ribs. And then breathing in when you're ready. Lovely. Frame the foot with the hands. We're going to step that foot back, and then we're just going to walk the hands back towards the knees, come into a squat position, and then we're going to slowly come up into a forward fold. You're going to inhale at the bottom. On the exhale, roll up through the spine, or use the hands on the legs to guide yourself up. Nice, lovely. We're going to come into our Freya position now. So we're going to work through Freya in phases. So we're going to start off in our Athena position. So getting your postural principles in place in Athena. So everything's stacked. Hands are in first, balance point is forward. We're listening to that conversation behind us. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, we're going to step the right foot forward slightly. Feet face forward, front knee over the front ankle, and hips are facing forwards. We inhale here. And on the exhale, we're tipping the upper body forward so that the ribs are lined up with the pelvis. We inhale here. On the exhale, raise the left arm up. We hold the breath out. Pause, slowly open the ribs. Lovely. So feet should be facing forward, hips facing forward, front knee over front ankle, and a nice line from the back ankle all the way through the body. Breathing in when you're ready, and then stepping back. Coming back into our Athena position. We're going to go on the left side. So when you're ready, balance point forwards. We're going to inhale into the ribs. And exhale slowly through the mouth. Step that left foot forward. Feet face forwards, hips face forward, front knee over front ankle. Inhale. Exhale, tip that upper body forward. Line the rib cage up with the pelvis. Back knee is soft. Inhale. Exhale, raise the right arm up into third. We hold our breath out. Pause. Slowly open the ribs. Holding it here for as long as you can. Lovely. And then breathing in whenever you're ready. Great, and then stepping back. So this time we're going to go with Freya, but we are going to come into, we're going to come in a little bit quicker. So we're going to inhale in position. On the exhale, we're going to step forward and come straight into that incline. We're then going to inhale here, exhale, bring the arm up. So we've done 2 breaths and we're going to do our apnea here. So when you're ready, standing in Athena, we're going to inhale into the ribs. On that exhale, step the right foot forwards, bring the ribs over the pelvis. Inhale into the ribs, check foot alignment, hip alignment, front knee over ankle. Exhale as you bring that left arm up. Hold the breath out, pause, slowly open the ribs here. Lovely, holding it here for as long as you can. And then breathing in when you're ready. Great, stepping back, we're going to go on the left side. So balance point is forwards. We're going to inhale into the ribs. Exhale, step left foot forward, come into that incline. Inhaling into the ribs, check feet, hips and front knee. Exhale, raising the right arm up into third. We hold our breath out, pause, slowly open the ribs. Keep that back knee soft, front knee over front ankle. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Really nice, stepping back. Now just grab your block. So you're going to step forward, take a big step forward. So you're coming up onto the tiptoes of the back foot and the front knee is over the front ankle. And then you're going to place that block where your knee would go if it drops down on the left hand side. And then you're going to come back up and step back. So we've got our block placement in the right place. So we're going to do Persephone now. So we're going to inhale, step forward, big step coming up onto the tiptoes of the back foot. We then inhale here. On the exhale, we tip the upper body. We inhale here. On the exhale, we sink that back knee down, arms come up, and we do our apnea here with our knee supported on our block and making sure the front knee is over the front ankle. So we'll do that together. So you're starting off in Athena, and balance point is forwards. When you're ready, you're going to inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, big step forwards. Inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, tip that upper body forwards, front knee over front ankle. Inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, sink that back knee down onto the block. Lift the hands up into your third arm position. We hold the breath out. Pause, slowly open the ribs. Lovely. Holding it here for as long as you can. You might find you can't hold the breath as long. And then breathing in when you're ready. We're going to step back. And then we're going to change the sides of the block. So we're going to bring the block over to the other side and we're going to step forward with the left. So balance point is forwards. When you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, stepping forwards, coming up onto the tiptoes. Inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, tip that upper body forwards, ribs lined up with pelvis. Inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, arms raise up, back knee drops down. We hold our breath out, pause, open the ribs. Ribs are stacked over the pelvis, front knee is over the front ankle, toes are tucked under at the back. Lovely, holding it here. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Really nice. So we're going to remove the block now, come back into our aura position, front leg at a 90-degree angle, and a slight incline with the back leg, and a slight incline of the torso. You're going to stretch the hands out to the side, palms face forwards. And we're going to do our 3 breaths and our apnea with our arms in our Venus arm. So slight bend in the arms, palms facing forward, arms slightly in front of the body. So you're going to inhale into the ribs, ribs expand. And exhaling slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs. And exhaling softly and slowly. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Pause here, slowly open the ribs. Holding it here. Breathing in whenever you're ready. We're going to change legs. Stepping forward with the right leg, 90-degree angle, making sure that the pelvis is level, so hips are both level. So you may need to draw the back hip forward and the front hip, that front leg hip back. Bringing the arms out to the side. And let's bring the arms into a T position now. So toes are tucked under at the back. When you're ready, we're going to inhale into the ribs. On the exhale, reach those fingertips away. Inhale into the ribs, ribs expand. And exhaling softly and slowly through the mouth. Inhale into the ribs. Exhaling slowly through the mouth. Pausing here, slowly open the ribs. Really nice, growing tall through the spine. Crown of the head reaching up, reaching the fingertips away. Breathing in whenever you're ready. Lovely, we're going to frame that front foot now and we're going to rock forwards and backwards again. So we're going to lengthen that leg, straighten that leg as we come back and stretching through the left hip as we come forwards, left hip flexor. And breathing in to come back. And exhale to come forwards. Breathing in to come back. And exhale to come forwards. Lovely. We're just going to step that knee back. Bring the other foot forwards. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're just lengthening those muscles. Inhale to come back. And exhale to come forwards. Lovely. And then coming into all fours position. And then we're going to come into our Gaia position, face the hands towards each other. Elbows are slightly bent, toes are tucked under at the back, hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. And we're just going to do some rocking. So we're just going to inhale to rock back and then we exhale to come forward. So I'll guide you through it. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale, rock back, exhaling slowly through the mouth to come forwards. Inhale, push into the hands and the arms to come back. And exhaling softly and slowly through the mouth to come forwards. Inhale, push back. Exhaling slowly through the mouth to come forwards. We hold the breath out. Pause, slowly open your ribs. Holding it here for as long as you can. Really nice. And then breathing in when you're ready. Face the hands forward, bring the feet flat on the floor. We're going to take a child's pose again. Reach the hands out in front of you. Place the forehead down. And you can bring the knees as wide as your mat. Or you can have the knees close together. And you're just going to take 5 nice deep breaths into the back of the ribs. So really breathing into the back of the ribs, fully releasing the pelvic floor. And then we're going to take the left hand off the side of the mat and bring the right hand on top of it. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths from that armpit all the way down to the hip. So really breathing into that right hand side. Lovely. Bring the hands back to centre. Step the right hand off the mat. Bring the left hand to meet it. And then you're going to take 5 deep breaths into that left hand side. So really sending the breath all the way down from the armpit down towards the hip. Using the breath to create more space in the body. Lovely. And then bring the hands back to centre. You can walk your hands back up. And that is our practice complete.